This is a video of the Pioneer Trail located in Middleburg, Clay County, Florida in the Jennings State Forest. While I'm over here by the forest headquarters, I will take a shot here of the parking lot over at the Dunn's Farm trailhead, which I will talk about a little bit later. There's parking for about 5 vehicles over here. They have picnic area over here, and they also have a signboard over here so that you can see a map of the trails from this vantage point. The Pioneer Trail is strictly a hiking trail. No horses, bicycles, motorized vehicles are allowed. You can bring your dog, but must be kept on a leash. The trail was made by hikers, volunteers, with some help from Forest Service personnel taking time to build it. This gets hikers off the equestrian trail and multi-purpose trails and gives hikers a dedicated trail. Right now I'm at Ellis Ford, and this is the Ellis Ford parking lot, which is right on the edge of the North Fork of Black Creek. The trail is not suitable for strollers or any wheeled transportation. This is a wilderness hiking trail in a state forest. I want to emphasize that this is a hiking trail and is in a large state forest. This is not a park. This is not a walking path. I'll mention more about this later. All Florida state regulations apply to the use of this trail. The Pioneer Trail can be accessed from Nolan Road off County Road 218 West, or from Jennings State Forest headquarters on Longhorn Road, also off of 218 West. The trail has been developed in a series of 3 contiguous segments, with a 3rd recently completed and development of 4th section about to begin. The linear trail has 4 access points. The trailhead for Section 1 can be accessed from Indian Ford Road, which is off of Hattie Nolan Road, which is off of Nolan Road. And the first section ends where the section begins at Knight's Landing Road, also off of Hattie Nolan Road and Nolan. Section 2 ends where Section 3 starts at Ellis Ford Road, near the end of Nolan. Section 3 shares a portion of the Dunn's Farm Trail, which at the end of the Pioneer takes you to the forest headquarters on Longhorn Road. The final access roads to Section 1, 2, and 3 are dirt roads. Only the access to Dunn's trailhead is paved. The Pioneer Trail is blazed with blue, and the Dunn's Farm Trail is blazed with pink. The layout of the Pioneer Trail allows it to be hiked 1, 2, or 3 sections at a time. Section 1, which is Indian Ford to Knights, is about 2.4 miles in length. Section 2, Knights to Ellis, is 2.5 miles. Section 3, Ellis to Dunn's 4-way intersection, is 3.4 miles. If you hike from the 4-way to the Dunn's trailhead parking lot, add another 0.9 miles. So if you hike end to end, the total is 9.2 miles one way. Parking is available at all trail section entrances, but the Dunn's Farm Trailhead only accommodates 5 vehicles. However, there's plenty of additional parking along the adjacent roadway. Pioneer Trail is somewhat unique to the Jacksonville area and North Florida in general, as it includes elevation change from about 6 foot to 100 feet with some rapid ups and downs, increasing the hiking difficulty. The trail challenges vary from easy to moderately difficult, with sections 2 and 3 being the most demanding. None of the trail is paved. There are roots, stumps, logs, bridges, sand, forest debris for the hiker to navigate. The trail is well marked. Of course, a hiker knows to wear appropriate footwear, such as hiking shoes, boots, shoes with deep tread, and to wear appropriate clothing, and bug spray should be considered. The Jennings is a 25,000-acre forest, resident with a full array of wildlife, and the forest is part of the Great Florida Birding and Wildlife Trail. The Pioneer Trail substantially follows the North Fork of Black Creek, and together with the higher elevation in many parts provides some excellent views, and in some areas the sounds of rushing and falling water. The trail includes benches at fairly regular intervals and one camping area on or near each section with a picnic table and fire ring for primitive tent camping. There are no trash cans, so plan on taking out what you brought in. There are no facilities, water or food available on this trail at the campsites or the trailheads, except there is a restroom at the forest headquarters next to the Dunn's Trailhead, available during weekday operating hours. Cell phone reception is spotty, best at higher elevations. Campsites are small and available on a first-come basis. So it is a good idea to check in with the forest headquarters office before planning to camp out. Although reservations are not taken, again, this is tent camping only. The Pioneer Trail is part of the Florida Trail Walker hiking program, and a lot of hard work is going into the planning and developing this trail to offer the hiker many interesting and unique features. The Pioneer Trail is scenic, follows a substantial creek, has varying vegetation, wildlife, elevation, degrees of hiking difficulty, walkways, a bridge, historic cemetery, overlook, campsites, benches, and can be hiked in a choice of segments. Now I want to mention that this video was made during the winter. Actually, it's about 48 degrees out today, so all the leaves are on the ground and off the trees. And the place will look significantly different in the spring when everything is green. But the trail is well blazed, and you shouldn't have any difficulty following the blazes. Now, in completing this video, I wanted to show you Knight's Landing area just a little bit. It has a nice big parking lot here, and I want to mention to you that the figures that I gave you for this trail are in miles. They are not in kilometers, and therefore it's actually 8.3 miles on the Pioneer, and then another 0.9 on the Dunn's Trail if you want to hike the entire trail, which will give you 9.2 miles. And do not underestimate the trail. This trail is, sections 2 and 3 are hilly, very hilly, up and down, and 1 mile on the trail is going to feel like about 1.5 miles. So don't underestimate the difficulty. It is not flat. Now, this is the Knight's Landing parking lot. This parking lot has a pretty good gravel surface on it, and typically it's not utilized very much at all. So it's a good place to start your hike, whether you want to go south or you want to go north. And like most of this trail, it is on the north fork of Black Creek. So it's very picturesque, going right around near the water. Now I'm going to close out this video, and as Roy Rogers used to say, if any of you are old enough to remember him, happy trails to you.